RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, and tons more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 8:17 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. 50 degrees. Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night. It's Thursday, February 23rd, 2017, on a nice spring-like night in the wintertime. Some news to report on the RVBN News by The Oklahoma City Thunder acquired Tad Gibson and Doug McDermott for the Chicago Bulls. Looks like the Bulls are packing it in. They didn't trade Jimmy Butler away, but I don't think they're going to be serious contenders, the Bulls. Also, the Dallas Mavericks waived Darren Williams. Look for the Cleveland Cavaliers to trade for him, to pick him up. And outfielder of the Boston Red Sox, Rustin Castillo, is in the doghouse already. Only a matter of time before the Red Sox cut ways with him. He's got $72 million, and he's produced nothing for the Red Sox. That's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash with my third and final video blog of the night. Tomorrow on the RVBN video blogs, the top 10 personalities, past and present, that would have made a great game show host. Second video blog about my take on why Danny Ainge, general manager and president of the Boston Celtics, stand pat at the trading deadline for the NBA. And third and final video blog of the night will be about the MSG WWE House Show card from March 16th, 1986. That's on tap for tomorrow. Time now is 8:19 in the evening. I'm back. My third and final video blog subject of the night is about the MSG House Show card from the world's most famous arena at Madison Square Garden for the WWE on February 17th, 1986. The main event was a lumberjack match for the WWE Championship. It was Randy Macho Man Savage. Ooh, yeah, I dig it. Challenging Hulk Hogan for the WWE title. The ring was surrounded by lumberjacks. This was the third and final match of the Madison Square Garden series, plus other exciting matches. This card was on the MSG network, and it was called by Gorilla Monsoon and His Lordship Alfred Hayes. And here's what happened on the card. First match was Rene Goulet facing off against Limping Lanny Poffo. It was about a 12-minute match or so. Lanny won with a hurricanrana, or what they call a Frankensteiner. The next match was the WWE Junior Heavyweight Champion Les Thornton facing off against King Tonga, who eventually became King Haku and Ming, and this was a decent match. It was about 9 minutes. King Tonga wins with a headbutt off the top rope. Pretty good. The next match was a tag team match. It was the Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Frenzel facing off against the Hart Foundation, Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret the Hitman Hart, with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart in their corner. Jimmy Hart is no relations to Bret the Hitman Hart or Elizabeth Hart from the former meteorologist from News 6 in Orlando, Florida, who has the second best legs in Orlando, Florida, next to my favorite lady, Julie Button. But anyway, on to the match. This was a great match. Jimmy Hart tried to interfere a couple of times, but he got stopped in his tracks. Ending of the match went to a time limit draw when Jim Brunzell tried to pin Bret Hart, but time limit expired. It went 20 minutes, but in actuality, it only went 18 and a half. Sometimes time limit draws, if it goes 20 minutes, they exaggerate it in the world of professional wrestling. The next match was George Wells substituting for Cousin Jr., who left the WWE, facing off against King Kong Bundy. And this was like a total squash match, about 3.5 minutes. Bundy pinned George Wells with the avalanche and pinned him 1, 2, 3. But no, King Kong Bundy won it 5, 4, 5. George Wells was out cold, and he was helped to the back by the officials. He refused to do a stretcher job for this, and he probably got heat by the boys backstage by doing that. They were building King Kong Bundy as a monster heel. This is around the time he was challenging Hulk Hogan for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 2. The next match was a martial arts match between the magnificent one, Don Morocco, the original Rock, with the Divas one, Mr. Fuji, in his corner, facing off against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And Ricky the Dragon Steamboat brought down King Tonga. And this was an awesome martial arts match. Morocco and Steamboat had an underrated feud, in my opinion, in the WWE. Ending had the referee get knocked out when he was collided with Morocco and Steamboat. And Morocco actually pinned Steamboat, but Mr. Fuji was helping the referee up and trying to, get him to make the pinfall. But King Haku headbutts the magnificent one, knocking him out. Ricky Steamboat pins Morocco. Referee sees it. 1, 2, 3. Steamboat wins this match, but then afterwards, Don Morocco goes crazy on King Tonga, and then he gives him the tombstone pile driver. But there was no caskets there. If it was years later, probably Undertaker would do that and put King Tonga in a casket. But that's another story for another day. The next match was Barry O facing off against Mr. USA Tony Atlas. And this was about a 4-minute squash. Tony Atlas pins Barry O with a slam, and 1, 2, 3. Tony's just, fading down the cards. I heard something. He was supposed to get a push for the WWE Intercontinental title reign at this time, but that didn't come to be because he had fetishes backstage, especially with feet. That's a fact, Jack. The next match was adorable Adrian Adonis with the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, in his corner, facing off against George the Animal Steel with Captain Lou Albano in his corner. And this was basically a comedy match, not too many scientific holes. You weren't going to get a clean style match between these two wrestlers. They were gimmick wrestlers. Ending had George Steele get Jimmy Hart's megaphone and hit it onto Adrian Adonis right in front of the referee. You can't use any foreign objects in the arena, and if you get caught, automatically disqualified. Steele is, but he didn't care. The next match was a tag team match. It was the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov with the flat fashion plate of wrestling, Classy Freddie Blassie, facing off against Golden Boy Dan Spivey and Corporal Kirsch. This was a fun little tag team match, about 10 minutes. Ending had the Iron Sheik pin Corporal Kirschner when he loaded his boot. That was just to add more leverage for it. He pinned Kirschner 1, 2, 3. I bet Nikolai Volkov sang the Russian national anthem before the match, and the fans booed like crazy. The next match was Terry Gibbs facing Ted Arcidi. This was a total squash match lasting 2.5 minutes. Ted Arcidi gave Terry Gibb the bear hug, and Terry Gibb tapped out, gave up. And then the main event for this card was for the WWE Championship under lumberjack rules. Angels, and it was to end the 3-match Madison Square Garden feud. The WWE Intercontinental Champion Macho Man Randy Savage, ooh yeah, dig it, with Miss Elizabeth in his corner facing off against the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan, and it was for Hulk Hogan's WWE World Title. The Intercontinental title was not at stake at this match. And some of the lumberjacks were the Iron Sheik and the Hart Foundation and Don the Rock Morocco and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Dan Spivey and George the Animal Steel, among others. And it was a physical match. When Hogan escaped, he got thrown in the ring by the heels, and when Savage got thrown out of the arena, faces bottom and corner, the ending had Macho Man tried to pin Hogan, but George Steele tripped him, and then Hogan does the boot and a leg drop. 1, 2, 3. Hulk Hogan retains the WWE Championship in this match, and that's about it on that. And this Madison Square Garden house show card is probably an A+ in my opinion, and a lot of stuff to end feuds and stuff, and some good angles. That's about it on that. I'll be back tomorrow. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google Plus with 3 more video blogs. You know what they are. I don't have to repeat myself right now. Good night, everybody, and don't forget, keep calm, everybody. And I'm a Julie Button guy. Molly Roseblood of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Otso so stunning. She's the best. Amy Squeezy's awesome. Awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11 New York. Such a rocking cougar. Got the best legs in New York City, bar none. Bobby Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. And Lisa Bell of News 6 Orlando, Florida has the 4th best legs in Orlando, Florida. And she's awesome, baby. And good night. And get out, as Sean Lucha would say.